Rain tapped against the windows of JFK International as a tall black woman in a sleek navy pantsuit clicked her heels across Terminal 4. Her name was Simone Davenport, a calm yet commanding presence with a steel gaze and a tablet clutched tightly in her hand. She wasn't just any traveler. Simone was the newly appointed CEO of Ascendair, a rapidly growing airline making waves across the globe. But what no one knew, not yet anyway, was that Simone wasn't just CEO. She owned the entire airline. Every jet, every runway agreement, every employee on payroll. But she had chosen to keep that detail under wraps for now. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to get notified for more, share to friends. Where are you watching from? Please tell us in the comments. We love seeing how far our story goes. Simone boarded Flight 323 to LA, blending in like any other first-class passenger. No press, no entourage, no badge of status. Just her and a personal trip she had decided to take quietly. She'd been evaluating the passenger experience incognito lately. Nothing revealed the truth like seeing it for yourself. As she slid into her aisle seat, her presence immediately sparked tension in the air. A young blonde flight attendant named Chelsea gave her a once-over, eyes narrowing, lips tightening. "Ma'am, I think you're in the wrong section," Chelsea said sharply, her tone cutting through the polite hum of boarding chatter. Simone looked up, confused but calm. "This is 2A, correct?" "Yes, but first class is already full," Chelsea snapped. "I'm going to need you to move back." "I purchased this seat," Simone replied, her voice even. "You can check the manifest." Chelsea rolled her eyes. "I don't need to. I know who I saw booked here. You probably switched your ticket last minute. You people always do that." Simone blinked. A chill passed through her, but she didn't flinch. "Excuse me?" "Oh, don't play dumb. I've seen the tricks. Don't make a scene. You're holding up the rest of the cabin." A nearby passenger gasped. Another fumbled for their phone. The tension was thick. Simone slowly rose to her feet. "I asked you to check the manifest," Simone said. "That's a reasonable request." Chelsea's nostrils flared. "You're not entitled to talk to me like that," she hissed, and in a flash, smack, her open palm met Simone's cheek. The cabin went silent. Even the engines seemed to hush. A man in business attire stood up, wide-eyed. "Did you just hit her?" Simone steadied herself, her cheek stinging, but her composure unshaken. "You just assaulted me," she said, her voice low but powerful. "Oh, please," Chelsea scoffed. "You're probably going to sue now, right? You people always do." And that's when Simone reached into her coat pocket and slowly pulled out a sleek leather ID wallet. With one flick, the golden seal of Ascendair's ownership committee glinted under the overhead lights. Her photo, signature, and the words owner and CEO were impossible to miss. "I'm not suing you," Simone said. "I'm firing you." Chelsea froze, mouth agape. The silence erupted into gasps and murmurs. A flight supervisor rushed in, having been alerted by crew in the back. Simone handed him her ID. "I'd like this flight grounded immediately. We'll reassign passengers. This employee is relieved of duty. I expect her off this aircraft in the next 5 minutes." "But she didn't even—" Chelsea stammered, suddenly aware of the dozen phones filming her. "Security's on their way," the supervisor said grimly. "Ma'am, please get your things." "Wait, I didn't know. She didn't look like someone important." "That's the problem," Simone said quietly. "You shouldn't treat people with respect only when they look important. You should treat everyone with dignity. Period." Chelsea tried to protest again, but a pair of uniformed officers boarded the plane. She was escorted off, eyes wide, tears threatening, as the murmuring passengers watched the scene unfold like a courtroom drama. Simone took her seat again. The man next to her leaned over. "That was the most powerful thing I've ever seen on a plane." "I didn't want to be seen like that," she said. "But sometimes silence protects the wrong people." 2 hours later, after the flight had taken off with a new attendant crew, Simone received a ping on her tablet. The incident had already made national news. The video had gone viral. Flight attendant slaps passenger. Turns out she's the airline owner. She sighed, glancing out the window at the clouds. Her phone buzzed with texts and interview requests, but she ignored them. She didn't care about going viral, she cared about something else. When they landed, Simone asked the HR team to schedule a company-wide staff retraining, not just on policy, but on bias, ethics, and humanity. A full cultural overhaul. Moral lesson. We live in a world where assumptions can ruin careers, where prejudice can strip dignity, and